If you have any issue at any time needs to be addressed, then please text the word "club" along with your issue to the seat location 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concern immediately.
Just a reminder, folks, to be sure to be here for our figurine giveaway. Step in the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot.
The National Basketball Association and the Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court, and play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at Denver. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. LeVert out there with Young, and it's Mann in at the small forward. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's Butler. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pass to Capella. Now here's Johnson. Here's Capella. And here's LeVert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Golden State basketball.
And here is Curry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Some nice passing by Golden State. No good on the shot. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys in.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
Great lift off the floor. Johnson is electric.
Warriors trail by 4. Murray finds Butler. Right wing. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Kuminga's come in for Jimmy Butler. And a change for the Hawks. Niang's checked in.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now, here's Young. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, the average is about 31.5 points a game. And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski.
There's some steely moments that come from Trae Young, and I'll tell you what, if the defense is getting under his skin, he rarely shows that.
Here's Hield. Puts it up. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 10.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Young. The layup off target. Warriors trail by 6. Shoots. Reggie with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Okongwu with a screen on Curry. Young for 3, and that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 6, and we'll get things started in the second. New 5 on the floor. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Trae Young subbed in for Terrence Mann. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Golden State moving it around. Green with a screen for Payton. Drills it from outside. Payton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Booty is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Green. Second shot opportunity. And it's Capella missing. Warriors leading by 4. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Pass to Moody. Now Green, Capella covering. They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Capella. High post Young. 5 points in the game. Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Well, let me look at your phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
Johnson dishes to Young. 5 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Back to Payton. Here's Podziemski. All 3 off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Payton. Back to Moody. This one for 3. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Podziemski. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. 1 good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 3. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy.
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
On the court right now for the Hawks, the pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Trae Young is out there with Karis LeVert, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Green passes to Butler. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. He's got 16.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Johnson outside. To the inside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Young from outside. Atlanta gets it back. A second chance effort. The three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 4. Takes the three. The rebound by Young.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Atlanta. Right now they're changing it up here. .30 seconds left in the third. Here's Jackson Davis. Outside, Kuminga takes a three. Atlanta with the rebound.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Bufkin. He's defended by Podziemski. Bufkin with the bucket. 16 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. 20 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Warriors lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp, keep the cuts hard, cutting through contact, passes sharp, and the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up.
I can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Podziemski. He's out there with Moody. Kuminga out there with Draymond Green.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Matthews passes to Krejci. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And he pounds that one in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
To the paint, here's Gay, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Pass to Okongwu. Tries a three. Drills the three-pointer.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
But both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of it.
And it's LeVert missing. Warriors leading by 4. about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside, Green. The three connects from three-point range. He's got 29 points.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range, and that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Here's Young. LeVert from outside. It's rebounded by Curry.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Hands it from downtown.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And just proving once again how reliable he is from there. Young is a fantastic scorer with just an impressive arsenal.
Here's Curry. Beyond the arc. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Young. Shoots over Curry. Young, no good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Down low. Green breaking loose. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Young against Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Young.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
Look at their number of assists. You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Young drops in the layup for 2. So it's the Warriors now. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Young against Curry. A rebound by Johnson. LeVert with it. To the middle. Banked in off the glass. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.